can you do? I mainly want to talk about books and movies and just random whatever, just a little rambling session. Because I have been watching a lot of movies, mainly horror movies, and there's also a lot of movies I want to watch, mainly movies with James Spader in it. But I finished Midnight Sun, so that was exciting. Was not expecting a car chase in it, but you know, whatever. I think Midnight Sun is my least favorite out of all the Twilight books, and I have read all of them except for the novella. But I do have it, so I do plan on reading it eventually. But yeah, Midnight Sun, definitely my least favorite out of all of them. It didn't feel like a Twilight book. I don't know, it's just because maybe it's been so long since she has written a Twilight book that it didn't come naturally to her anymore. But it was hard to get into for me. But at the same time, I kind of wish she'd do that for all the books, mainly New Moon, because I'm really interested to know what he was thinking, like what Edward was thinking when he was away from Bella, and during the last movie where she in book where she chooses to have the baby and stuff. I don't know, I'm interested in that. But since I finished that, I had to start on a new book. So I am reading The Shining. I'm not very far. I'm only like page 35 or something. So I did just start it. And I believe it's about the same amount of pages as Midnight Sun was, so like 650-ish. But I'm excited to read more of this and see how it compares to the movie. I'm pretty sure that I think Stephen King was upset with the Shining movie, that it didn't do the book justice or something. It's a Stanley Kubrick movie, right? I know he was a hard director to get along with, at least for the girl, for Wendy, for Shelley Duvall. I do also have Dr. Sleep as well, that I would also want to read, of course, after this. I got a few Stephen King books in a lot on eBay before, and with a lot, the books were like $5 each, and they all are in like perfect condition. If someone did read these books, they read it like once and then never touched it. But honestly, this book didn't even seem like it had been opened before. The spine is in perfect condition. And maybe I'm just rough on my books, but my spine on the books get destroyed. But I was probably gonna read some more of this today, if I have the time, because I wanted to do a tattoo today. I actually had plans to go out with my friend and do tattoos together, but both my friend and I were feeling sick, so we didn't do that today. I don't know if it's allergies or what, but and I can't tell if it is allergies, if it's my allergies to my kittens, or if it's a different allergy. very easy to open, so maybe someone has read it before, because the pages are very, I don't know what you'd call it, but when I read the Bridgerton books, like, it was a struggle to try and open up the book, especially like in the beginning when you'd get to like page 100 or something. It just like did not want to open up. It was like the beginning and the end were like hard to get the pages wide enough that you could actually read the print. My bookmark is destroyed because my cat likes pulling it out of my books and giving it a little crunch at my phone here, because I kind of wanted to talk about some Letterboxd movies, because I did a lot of rewatches recently. I hope that my phone doesn't like cause interference with the mic. It's loading. So most recently, I guess we'll go with my most recent because it's fresh in my head. So yesterday I watched Reanimator, and I gave it 3 stars out of 5. All the Letterboxd ratings are out of 5. I thought that it was good, but there's one scene in particular that towards the end that I felt was A, unnecessary, and B, lasted way too long. And like, whenever there's scenes like that, people will want to say it's to make you uncomfortable and stuff. And the scene was with a woman and a man, and if you know what I mean, bad stuff. But in this movie, it didn't make sense at all, and it just was distasteful. So yeah, that I cut it some slack because it's an older movie, I guess, but I don't know, iffy. But the story in general was interesting. And I also rewatched The Black Phone. I saw a bunch of trailers for Black Phone 2, and they looked really good, which made me want to watch The Black Phone again, because I gave it a 2 initially, and I watched it when it was freshly released, and I wasn't a big fan. I thought it was just like a rip-off It. I don't know where I got that from, but rewatching it, I thought it was really good. I really liked it. I gave it a 4. Yeah, it was definitely good. I liked it a lot. I really liked the phone, and I like how they gave a lot of information to the other victims. I really liked that. It made you feel more connected with them and made them their own individual person, like they all mattered. So yeah, that was really good. I liked that. And I'm super excited to watch Black Phone 2 now, but it's gonna be a little while since it just got released. And a little while ago, a few days ago, I watched Frailty. I didn't know much about Frailty, but it's like this dad and his 2 kids, and he thinks that he had a dream, and he thought that an angel came to him and told him a list of names of demons that he had to go after, and and he convinced his sons and stuff to help him and everything, and it's interesting for sure. Definitely an interesting movie. I gave it a 3. This movie is from 2001. The director is Bill Paxton. I is one of the main dudes in it. But yeah, that was pretty alright. There's some parts in it that were like a little slow or a little annoying. Also, the black phone, I did not know that it is also from the dude that directed Doctor Strange, Sinister, Deliver Us from Evil, Exorcism Emily Rose, and some other stuff I've seen. Yeah, I didn't know that the same person did all that, but that was pretty cool. It also doesn't feel like the black phone was from 2021. Like, I don't know, I figured it was like 2023. You know, I wouldn't have guessed that it was a 2021 movie. And I also rewatched the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and I gave it a 3.5. I liked it a little more rewatching it the second time, but I know that it's the original. Personally, I love the 2003 remake with Eric Balfour. So good. I love that one, but it's not on like any streaming service or anything right now. You like just have to rent it. I have the DVD for it, but it's amazing. And that was the first one I'd ever been introduced to, and it just has a special place in my heart. But the first one, the original, is good. Oh, and I know they also made like a part 2 and a part 3 to Texas Chainsaw. I didn't know that initially, but I'm interested in watching them because I've never seen them before. I've seen a lot of the remakes. I've seen the 2013 remake and the 2022 remake. The 2022 one was especially bad. The 2013 one also was not great. The only remake I've really liked was the 2003 one. And listen, controversial opinion here, hot take here. The Substance, I rewatched it. Listen, I know it was written and directed by a woman, but that movie reeks of like how I think men would want that movie to go. You know, there's so much, I don't know. I know that anytime someone mentions this, it's like, it's supposed to be satire. Stop that. No, I don't like that. It's just, I don't know, I don't like the way it was written. The special effects and everything are good, but I don't know. Also, my furnace just got on because it is absolutely freezing. So, apologize for the background noise. I really wish I liked The Substance. I really do. I just can't get behind it. I gave it a 2. And then I think, oh no, I didn't. I gave it a 1.5, and then I gave it a 2. I keep flip-flopping back and forth between a 1.5 and a 2. I don't know, it's just, there's something distasteful about it, but it doesn't feel self-aware. A lot of people try and say it's self-aware. No, I don't think so. Or at least maybe the director is self-aware of it, but I don't think most of the people that watch it are self-aware of that. And then they just take the movie in a weird direction. I don't know if that makes sense. Don't come for me. But I also watched Grave Encounters. Honestly, I just wanted to, this was also a rewatch. I rewatched Grave Encounters just because I want to rewatch Grave Encounters 2. Because the dude that had like the big septum and everything, which I'm pretty sure all that's fake. I don't think he has any of the tattoos or anything. But that guy from Final Destination Bloodline is in Grave Encounters 2, I believe. So that was my main reason. I don't know if I've seen Grave Encounters 2 before. But so now I can watch Grave Encounters 2. I gave Grave Encounters a 2.5. It was okay. It's a found footage movie. They go into like this abandoned mental institution, and it's like they're like ghost hunters, and they try and capture stuff on camera and stuff. So it's like the found footage of the camera. And I'm not a big fan of found footage movies in general. I feel like it takes me out of the movie, especially with Grave Encounters. It's been a while since I've watched another found footage movie, so I don't really know if they do this in those two. But in Grave Encounters, anytime something scary was shown, they would like put the camera on the ground and then you couldn't see it anymore. So you'd only get like a second of seeing something. And I don't know, that kind of took me out of the movie. And they also added like effects to make the camera look like it was glitching, like cutting out and stuff. And I felt like that also took me out of the movie, because it didn't look great. But it was still okay. But yeah, 2.5, so it was whatever. And I watched, you guys might come at me for this too, I watched From Dusk Till Dawn. I do love the visuals of that movie. I think it's shot well. I like the special effects, everything like that. My thing is the dialogue. The dialogue I thought was really bad. I do not like Quentin Tarantino. I do not typically like any of his dialogue in movies, nor do I like the fact that he's got to put his, the feet stuff in his movies. I gave it a 2, just because I liked the aesthetic of it, and Salma Hayek is absolutely stunning. But the dialogue, it's so bad. I don't understand the things he writes into his movies. I know, again, people will say it's on purpose, it's to start conversations. That's lame. That is such a lame excuse, I think. Again, if you're a Quentin Tarantino stan, you can like him. That's okay. You can like what you like. I personally, not a big fan. I can't remember his other movies. I don't think he actually directed this movie. Yeah, a different person directed this movie. But Quentin Tarantino did act in it, and I believe he also wrote it. Let's see. Yes, he did write it. He did, in fact. I did like the first half of Pulp Fiction, but then when it got to, was it Bruce Willis? When it got more into that storyline, I didn't really have any interest in it anymore. Reservoir Dogs, I think, is his only good movie. I gave that a 4. That was the only movie where I'm like, that was really good. Pulp Fiction, I gave a 3. Just because, again, I liked the first half, wasn't a big fan of the second half. I've also watched Death Proof, but I didn't rate it because I don't remember it well. But I've definitely seen it, so I guess I need to rewatch that at some point. I think that's most of the movies that I have watched recently, but there's a lot of movies on my watch list. I still need to watch Conjuring, I think 3, and I believe 4 also came out, but it's not on anything. But I really want to watch this movie called Ghostland. There's more to the title, but for some reason it only shows up as Ghostland on Letterboxd, and I can't remember what the rest of the title is. It's from 2018, and I've heard a lot of people say it's really good, so I wanted to watch it. I also want to watch House of Wax from 2005, but again, it's not on anything. It's like not on any streaming service. Same thing with Stoker from 2013. I want to watch that too, but last time I checked it wasn't on anything. And that's so disappointing. Every time I find something that I want to watch, it's like not on anything. The Orphanage as well from 2007. I want to watch that as well. Again, not on anything. watch the original Shudder and Pulse and The Eye, because I've only watched the American remakes of it. I want to watch White Palace with James Spader. I want to watch the new live action, what's it called? How to Train Your Dragon. And that has the kid from Black Phone in it as well. I tried to watch Possession. I literally got through, like, how long? Like 15, 20 minutes. And I don't know, I'm not a big fan of movies that overact. And that director was going for that, like, overacting thing. And that's just not personally my style. I also want to watch Creep from 2014. Also, the Possession that I'm talking about is the one from 1981. And I also want to watch Nowhere, but I also don't think that's on anything. This is from 1997. Yeah, there's a lot of movies I want to watch. And I still didn't watch the second Avatar movie. I still need to watch Paprika. I believe that's by the same people that did Perfect Blue. Maybe. It is. Okay, yeah, it's by the same director that did Perfect Blue. I need to watch it again. I did like it the first time, but I think I'd like it even more watching it again, maybe. I'm not sure. I also need to watch John Wick Chapter 4. I have seen it, but I watched it on a plane at like 6 in the morning, and I fell asleep watching it, so I don't remember anything about it. So I definitely need to give it another try. I also want to watch Possessor from 2020. Brandon Cronenberg. I'm assuming that he's related, maybe a son or something, to David. I don't really know. Oh, he also did Infinity Pool, which is another movie I need to watch. Okay, it does say he is the son of filmmaker David Cronenberg. I didn't know that he had a son that was making movies. That's interesting. And it's that time again that I want to watch Secretary. I could watch Secretary honestly every day. Same thing with Crimson Peak. Those two movies are ones I don't think I could get sick of watching. Same thing with New Moon. Maybe not so much the other Twilight movies. Maybe the original. New Moon and Twilight I probably wouldn't get sick of watching. Especially New Moon though. That one just, I don't know. Something special about it. I have like an emotional attachment to it for some reason. Well, Twilight in general really. But, I don't know. It's weird because New Moon used to be my least favorite of the Twilight movies. And then I just randomly rewatched them one day. And I was like, wow, New Moon is so good. How have I never noticed this? It's like, I had been awoken. But, it's amazing. And it's also the best book, too. I read somewhere that Stephanie Meyer actually wanted to, like, write off his character. Have him... I don't know how that would have worked, honestly. But that's intriguing. Instead of the, like, Renesmee stuff, which I think was a bad choice. But, yeah, I'd be interested to see how that would have played out. She should do, like, an alternate ending for the Twilight books. And just end Jacob off in, like, New Moon or Eclipse or something. I don't know how true that is, though. Like, if she was actually gonna write out his character. I'm not sure. I think Jacob had a lot more potential than just being, like, Renesmee's little dog, you know? But I think that's gonna be where I end off this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the little ramble, just hanging out for a bit. I appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. If you're going to sleep after this, I hope you sleep something. Stay hydrated. And if you're on any sort of medication, make sure you take your meds. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day or night.